Hello crafty friends, I'm Lien from Studio Kato and I am so happy to be back with another video, especially this one because it is time for a new release at Syberia Designs. Now, as I get started with layering up or ink blending this new Confetti layering stencil set, it is really fun. I wanted to tell you that this video is part of a blog hop for the new release, and there is a grand prize to win. You can win the entire release, which is worth, I think, right about £400, which is insane. It's a huge release. And I am honestly surprised at the product that I chose to showcase today. I love the layering stencil set. That wasn't a surprise because these dots, this confetti, you can use it for so many things. It's perfect for birthday cards, obviously, but dots in a background always work. But my focal point, I chose to use the new alphabet die set. And I hate alphabet die sets. However, I found a couple of hacks for you guys and for me as well, because I loved the look of this alphabet die set. I love it so much. It's probably my favorite product in this new release, which no one is more surprised than I am that I'm choosing an alphabet set as my favorite product. But it's just so fun and playful. I love the style of it. So I know this ink blending is taking quite a while here. I wanted to show you how all the layers came together, so I didn't want to cut any of the layers or the stencil layers out, and especially the last layer, obviously, because I'm going to add some gold glitter paste to that to make it all shiny and sparkly. If you want to use paste with layering stencils, only do it on your final layer, because the dimension is going to make it really hard to line up any subsequent layers, so it might not work out too well. Once this background is completely dry and finished, all I'm going to do is trim it down with some new nested dies from Syberia Designs, and then we can get into those alphabet die cutting hacks. Now, this is the new nested scalloped frames die set. It's beautiful and cleverly designed because you have the scallops on one hand, you can just cut out a scalloped panel, and then you have the rectangle dies on the other end. They have some beautiful details, debossed details on the dies, which is so fun to use as a frame. And if you combine the rectangles with the scallop pieces, you can easily create scalloped frames, which are always a fun addition to a card. Now this is the pièce de résistance, the Foxtrot alphabet die set. I love it. I'm so in love with it. However, I just told you that I don't like alphabet dies, and the main reason is because I love dimension. And if you have to die cut separate letters for a sentiment, you don't want to die cut all or each letter 5 different times just to layer them up. That is such a waste of time. I really don't want to do that. So my first hack pretty much solves that, and I'm very happy with how well it works. I did this once before and I completely forgot that it's possible to do. So what you do is just put some foam tape on the back of your paper that you want to use. I'm using black glitter cardstock. This is very thick cardstock. I think it's 300 GSM. It's very thick. It die cuts beautifully. But even with the foam tape on the back of it, it die cuts like a dream. So all you do is put some foam tape on the back and put your die cuts on the front, or dies on the front, tape them in place. Just because there's not a lot of wiggle room there, you can absolutely cover a piece of, or the back of a piece of cardstock with foam tape. You don't have to be as stingy as I was. And it basically turns these into puffy stickers, puffy alphabet stickers, which is so fun to work with. Now, the second reason why I never used alphabet dies before, or why I never use the sets that I already own, is because it's so hard to line up all of those pieces. Now, if you turn these into puffy stickers like I did, it's really, really easy to line them up onto a piece of baking paper, parchment paper, anything kind of slick that you can take them off of or remove them from again. It's really, really easy to line them up on there because you can put that onto your grid mat and you can see your grid through that. So you can see the lines on your grid mat, just use those as a guide and line up those puffy stickers. Now, the beauty of parchment paper is also that you can remove those stickers as many times as you want and they're not going to lose their stick. So play around with them till you're perfectly happy with the alignment. Then, once you're happy, take a piece of press and seal, which is what I'm working with now, and press that on top of the letters. Carefully peel them off the parchment paper, and you're going to be left with one giant sticker of a sentiment, and it works so well. I am so happy with this hack, and I hope everyone who never uses those alphabet dies that they own, those very expensive alphabet die sets that they own, this is the trick. It's changed my life. I am now the biggest fan of alphabet die sets. Now this is another set. I completely talked over this, but this is the For Her Sentiment stamp set. It also has a coordinating hot foil plate and a coordinating die set. I'm not using those in this video, but I will probably show them to you soon. I'm just going to stamp one of those sentiments on there. I don't even remember what it says, to be honest. But I'm just going to stamp that onto some light gray cardstock on the bottom of it with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I'm going to heat emboss this with clear gloss super fine embossing powder by Wow. This is nicely going to fit underneath that rectangle that we cut out of our confetti background, because the rectangles in this nested die set are, they're more designed to create the frames for the scalloped frames, but if you use them separately, they are not going to have an even margin all the way around. They are going to have a larger margin on the top and the bottom of your card. So that leaves a perfect place for a sub-sentiment like I did here. So I'm just going to glue that gray cardstock with the sentiment stamped on there onto my top folding white note card, and then I am going to just assemble this card really quickly. It's a very easy card to put together because we have already managed to line up our alphabet die cuts. And yes, I'm still very, very pleased with this. On my blog, you can, because this is part of a blog hop, so the link to my blog is in the description below. It's there that you can win the prize, so definitely head on over there. On my blog, you can see another example that I made with this Foxtrot alphabet die set, and I highly recommend you check it out because I probably like that even more, and I'm very, very not pleased that I didn't film that. Yeah, kind of disappointed, but I still have the pictures to show you, and they're over on my blog, so head on over there. Now all I have to do with that press and seal is just hold it over my card till I'm happy with the placement, and then I can press those stickers down and peel away the press and seal. Very, very easy, and it leaves me with a beautiful, colorful birthday card with a custom sentiment. You can make any sentiment, obviously, but I desperately need some more birthday cards. So I hope you like this card, and I hope you like the hacks that I shared today. You can also find all of the products that I used in the description below, along with a link to the blog hop. Don't forget to check that out because there is a chance to win this full release from Syberia Designs if you leave a comment on each stop of the hop. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.